Great, glorious years in his second spell at Atletico Madrid. Many legions of Arsenal fans who want to see a little bit of evidence that there's going to be a new approach. Hernandez does start here. The 19-year-old signed from Lorient. One or two of the other big names not yet involved, including Lichtsteiner. New for Arsenal Football Club under Unai Emery here in Singapore against Atletico Madrid. And a warm welcome to Keith Andrews.
Massive opportunity for him. So often pre-season games provide that.
Bit of thrust about this all the way to the bylines. A great run. Bit tentative perhaps by Aubameyang. Juan Fran closed the door in his face.
Superb. Really was by Reiss Nelson on the right hand side. No fear, no respect to a degree for the opposition. Sees the gap in between. Partey drives through, not to get to the ball, and he has the recognition to just hold it up towards the back stick. Aubameyang from the left hand side probably feels he should have done better.
Ernie Smith Rowe. Kolasinac down the outside.
Kolasinac recognises the spade. Drives in, Kolasinac fires it across, a difficult one for Aaron Ramsey. Tries to orchestrate it. Goal bound.
Aubameyang going to hit it. Again, he was closed down by Juan Fran.
Well, they work it well, Arsenal. And again, it's Aubameyang, the target. Smith Rowe hung up towards the back stick. He pulls out, lots of movement. Juan Fran, close proximity, doesn't quite catch it again. Similar angle to the one he had earlier.
Aubameyang, and it was Partey who stood firm. Aubameyang so sharp onto it though. Touch. Kolasinac backing off him. Down the outside comes Juan Fran. He may have just overrun it. Here's Aubameyang, and Ramsey's got room down the Arsenal left. Lacazette drives into the box here. It's aimed at him. And he might yet get it. Oblak covering his near post. Wasn't fooled by that, Oblak.
Well, that attack comes from an organised defence. I mentioned about Aubameyang. Would he do the defensive side of things? He was back, helping out, and ready to pounce on the counter-attack. They were bright, they were sharp. Probably a foul from holding. Would have been given in a league game, you'd imagine. Referee lets it go. Ramsey with a clever ball into Lacazette. The sharpness not there, but look at the intent to go and win the ball.
Into Gamero's path, just beyond him. Atletico Madrid creeping into it, as we've seen them do season in, season out.
It's a clever run, wasn't it? Gamero pulls in between Kolasinac and Rob Holding. Shoulder should have been open, Holding. Wasn't aware of the run from Gamero.
Has changed the sides here for Nelson and Aubameyang. Aubameyang out on the right-hand side momentarily. Here's Partey, and that's about as wide a miss as Guendouzi's a few minutes ago for Arsenal.
The goalkeeper's been very quiet, particularly Leno between the Arsenal posts. Fortunately finds Partey, opens up weaker left. Unai Emery, new look Arsenal.
Juan Fran does get to this one. It's a good pullback as well.
Down the right-hand side again, it's Juan Fran. Not the most adventurous to fullbacks, but when he gets in there, he knows exactly what he wants to do.
Started. Smith Rowe to Guendouzi. Ramsey, nice that. Lacazette, Oblak narrowing the angle. Superb goalkeeping. Nelson, the season going for that.
It's a shame, just fizzled out. It was a magnificent ball by Aaron Ramsey. Round the corner. Atletico Madrid backline. Not its usual standard. First touch was good, opened the angle up, but Oblak stands very strong. Do not pass.
Thomas Partey. Gamero offside. The flickers from him. Here's one of the success stories of the half. Ernie Smith Rowe for Arsenal. Lacazette takes over. And Reiss Nelson on the follow-up from Oblak. He might have tucked it home. Close call, but no goal.
Well, they carved Atletico. I mentioned it was bright. Ball inside by Smith Rowe. Gets it onto his left foot. Oblak parries it out. And Olabe just gets there ahead of Reiss Nelson. Question, Reiss Nelson, could he have been a little bit more positive? Time will tell. There's not a lot Emre can do about that. He has to focus on the job at task.
That's tidy by Correa, and Atletico Madrid have gone in front here, maybe against the run of play. Not that they care much. It was Vieto.
Well, that's a few occasions now that Atletico Madrid have caused problems down the right-hand side. Juan Fran, on 2 or 3 occasions, has been that one to provide the ammunition. This occasion, it's Correa. A hell of a lot Bernd Leno to do about this, but Arsenal have just become to be a little bit ragged. It's too cheap by Holding. He shouldn't be allowed to turn. It's a little bit hopeful by Correa, the way he trashes it across the 6-yard box, but the header, Luciano Vieto, was pinpoint, met it well, directed it goalwards, and it flies past.
Here. And that's probably the last moment of threat from Arsenal in this first 45 minutes or thereabouts here in the National Stadium in Singapore. As a backup to Leno, however, we shall see as the season develops. I'm always told that it's the humidity out here in Singapore which is the big factor. Not with this young kid, he's run well with it today. Oh, what a hit that is! Ernie Smith-Rowe, one for the future, but seizing his moment, and it's 1-1.
Well, it's come from absolute nothing. We spoke about the opportunities that some of these players were given. 17-year-old Smith-Rowe has just introduced himself to the world stage. It's one of the toughest teams to break down. He showed intent in the first half on a few occasions. He glides inside past Partey and he drives at the back four. Once he gets to the 18-yard box, it's a magnificent finish. Past the down, right into the roof of the net. Superb from the youngster.
Correa sweeps it in there. It's a good-looking ball.